Oh, that's hot.
Wow.
That's hot.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh man, did I pick the worst fucking night to go to sleep early. Holy shit, dude. I mean, if you just looked at the Twitter timeline today, if you're on Twitter, you know exactly what everybody's talking about. I did not realize this many people gave a shit about celebrities, at least in my community. Holy fuck. It's literally just everybody arguing whether or not it's okay to punch people now, which is very funny, especially when you think about past conversations such as, is it okay to punch Nazis and stuff like that? Now people are saying it's okay to punch people over jokes, and suddenly comedians deserve to get the shit beat out of them, basically, if they go too far, which is just hilarious to see, because I have a feeling half the people that have this opinion are going to immediately disavow it next time, you know, somebody gets punched on TV for maybe giving a bad political take, right? And suddenly everyone's going to go back to saying, oh, it's totally wrong to punch people, guys, because that's morally reprehensible. But right now it's okay because it's a man defending his wife. We'll get into that. But first, let's just take a look at the footage. Courtesy of Japanese television right here, of course. Jesus Christ, just instantly. And you heard the punch too. That was a slap, right? You listen again.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Chris Rock doesn't even know how to respond at first, right? But one thing I will say is everybody keeps saying that, you know, Will Smith can't land a punch and Chris Rock can't take one, right? But honestly, watching this clip, he seemed to take it pretty well, you know, like almost within seconds. He's already making jokes about it, like, wow, I can't believe Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Lol. It doesn't really seem like he gives that much of a shit about what's going on. He's immediately turning it into, you know, a comedy routine, reacting to it in a funny way and stuff like that. He's not crying assault. He's not on the ground, you know, paralyzed. You know what I mean? Like, he seems to just not really care. He seems to be like, wow, you know what? This is good television. This is good entertainment, right? And honestly, to the people saying this is fake, I don't necessarily blame them. Now, I don't think that it's fake, right? But to the people that say that it is, I can't necessarily blame them because it does almost look scripted. The main thing, though, for me is I don't think the Oscars would script something like with violence in it or something like that, especially nowadays. I feel like just the backlash would be too strong. I mean, everybody on Twitter is arguing that, you know, violence is being glorified right now and toxic masculinity is being celebrated or cheered on for entertainment. You know, you got a lot of SJW types who are kind of taking this way too fucking far. So for that reason, I don't think that it's being scripted. There's also some other reasons as well. But if it was, I also wouldn't be surprised either. I just don't think that it is. I just love the way he walks after it, right? Like, look, okay, he slaps him.
Wow.
And then walks away. And of course, people are saying that this is based from Will Smith because, oh, it's just a man defending his wife. Defending his wife? Okay, it's not like they were at a bar and just randomly Chris Rock's like, fuck your bald wife or something like that. That's not what happened. He's in the middle of a bit. He cracked a joke. They were joking about this, like not Chris Rock in particular, but there were jokes at the Oscar that were kind of picking on Will Smith, right? That happened before this, hours before this, right? A comedian's job is literally to just roast people. And if you take comedians seriously, if you take their bit seriously, then I'm sorry, but you're kind of a spurg, right? And people that are glorifying punching a comedian because he told a joke. I mean, do I even have to explain why that's retarded? Do I even have to go into detail about why that's just a bad idea? to glorify this and say that, oh, comedians should get the shit kicked out of them if they say something that's too offensive. If it was the people that I would have expected to have that take, that'd be one thing. But a lot of people that I see on Twitter that are normally very anti-violence, that are normally, especially, political violence or comedic violence, I suppose, in this case, are suddenly glorifying Will Smith because he did a brave thing on stage. Is it really brave? Like, I'm sorry, I just don't see this as brave. I see this as just spurgery. Again, the context of like, oh, well, if a man disrespects your wife, you must respond with violence. Like, yeah, I get that under some context, right? Again, if somebody's just randomly taking shots at your wife, like in like a bar scenario or on the internet or something like that, I could totally see, responding with an equal amount of pettiness or I guess if it happens IRL, potentially even violence. Like, I'm not somebody that's like anti-violence, period, obviously. I think there are certainly many situations that call, where a violent response is called and justified, right? I just don't think this is that scenario. I think it's far from it. Twitter was absolutely just like fucking hilarious last night, right? Especially Mr. Medicare's Twitter. I hope that was acting. Otherwise, that man throws slaps softer than a 5-year-old girl. Now, how in the fuck do you hit another man and you're the one who ends up crying, LMFAO? And then the best one, someone needs to teach this man how to fight. Chris Rock after getting hit by Will Smith. Will Smith after hitting Chris Rock. Again, everybody kept saying, Will Smith can't throw a punch, Chris Rock can't take it. Honestly, I thought Chris Rock took it pretty well. I mean, again, like people are saying he can't take a punch. I didn't see that. I thought he took it pretty well. Chris Rock is lucky all the other dudes banging Jada didn't rush the stage, lol. Oh my God, dude. Do we even want to get into that?
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help, me wanting to help his health, his mental state. And we found all those different resources, to help pull him through. And from there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
That particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. We
were over.
I've never seen this before, right? Up until I was, working on this video because, again, I don't follow celebrities. I don't give a fuck about, that type of culture. But, I mean, I heard a little bits and pieces of this back when this was relevant a couple of years ago. And after watching it for the first time, Jesus, dude, this is just painful to listen to. I mean, this is cuckery on like a whole other level right here. She's just justifying cheating on him to his face on national television. This is so uncomfortable to even witness. Like, holy shit. And if I was an emotional little spurg or whatever, I would say that it's pretty sad that he looks hurt here. He seems to care, I guess, if he's willing to, punch Chris Rock over it, right? But man, dude, is this just... Let's just listen to some more.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would
during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions. Like, I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
No, I definitely.
Okay, no more. I can't take any more of this. Fuck this. This is making me just feel. I feel like the cuck now. Just listening to this, right? Like Jesus, like the horrible energy from this fucking clip is like it's transmitted into my fucking veins now. Now I feel like the pathetic loser. Like Jesus. Ben Shapiro, your feelings, facts. Good one, Ben. Really hilarious meme there, buddy. Good meme. Will Smith wouldn't last 20 seconds in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Good meme, Chris Raygun. Don't let this take away from the fact that DSP, Darkside Phil himself, ratioed the fuck out of the Oscars. The Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Awards winners who deserve the moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. You watched and broadcasted a live assault to millions of people around the world, then awarded a man who committed said assault immediately afterwards without removing him from the building or having him arrested for the crime. That's the definition of condoning the violence. I mean, he fucking spanked them right there, obviously, both in terms of numbers and, I mean, honestly, the point that he's making. Although I don't think that Will Smith should have been escorted out of the room. I think people are taking it way too far and seriously there. But I mean, if they're saying that they're not condoning violence, they kind of are, though. I mean, I don't know. DSP brings up a point. And then, of course, old Ethan Klein had to get involved in this, because why the fuck wouldn't he? Will Smith just a walking L since his wife decided to start weekly humiliating him on her Facebook show. Probs should deal with whatever trauma he has with her instead of punching Chris Rock in the face for an extremely tame joke. He needs to be escorted out of the Oscars, L. All right, Ethan, why are you talking like a 14-year-old white girl, first of all? Second of all, escorted out, again, I think Will Smith is a loser for this, but like, I don't think he needs to be escorted out of the fucking room. Now you're getting spurgy here. L, please stop talking like that. But then this random guy fucking ratioed the shit out of Ethan Klein. He defended his wife, something I know you aren't familiar with. I don't even know what this guy's even talking about, but he just ratioed the fuck out of him. 174K likes to 33K. Jesus, who is this person? They got like 2,000 followers and they just owned Ethan Klein. Then Gila Klein got involved. My husband should punch people for me if he really loves me, right? So I can feel safe and secure. And I should go back in the kitchen while he goes to work to provide for me. Hell yeah. Good day for us women. All three of these people, I don't even know what the fuck any of them are talking about. This is just a total shit show. But you know what? Ethan Klein's take wasn't even that bad. Until he woke up the next morning. If you defend your wife with violence and anger, then you probably argue with your wife in violence with anger. Jesus Christ! In true Ethan Klein fashion, just randomly accusing people of the worst things possible. It ain't pedophilia this time, or rape, but instead domestic violence. Classic Ethan Klein move right there. Even Omni is like, I don't know about that one, dude. A comedian's job is to just roast you and shit on you, and nobody is off limits. Nobody should be off limits. Even I, somebody who doesn't obviously consider themselves a comedian, but you know, I roast people a lot on YouTube. I make fun of people a lot. Just because I make fun of somebody doesn't mean that I hate them. Just like how when I talk to people, that doesn't mean that I like them either, right? I got into this situation that I might talk about on the next podcast, where somebody that I roasted on my show actually took it seriously and thought that I fucking despised them and started spurging out on Twitter about it, right? The only people taking L's in this situation are the people that take jokes seriously and try and justify violence over it. I have a feeling that a lot of the people that are justifying violence because of a offensive joke are going to be looking like retards within the next few weeks or months when something else happens that is nowhere near as justifiable as people claim this action was. That's just my take on it. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about celebrities or any of this. I do think the discussion itself is fun, though, and that's why I made this video. So if you enjoyed it, click like. Check out our podcast we did last Friday. New one coming up this Friday. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at AugieRFC right here. And I'll catch you guys later, everyone. Peace out.
Neo, movie and soul.